Hello Starshine, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to stop worrying. So we've all been there. I am sure you've had moments of waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning with this mental movie going through your mind of all these terrible things that might happen to you. We have all been there. Worrying is such a big problem, and of course, if worrying becomes a really big problem, it turns into anxiety. And just to be clear at the very beginning, I know that there are people with actual anxiety disorders, and you might be able to apply this advice, but I realize that that is way beyond the problem that I'm talking about today. Just to be clear, I'm not telling anyone to stop talking to their doctor or stop taking their medication. That is all well and good. We all got to do what we got to do. But this advice will apply to most people if you have ever been consumed by worry or anxiety. I just want to talk a little bit about what worrying is and how little of a purpose it actually serves in the world. So I actually think worrying is a cultural problem. We are programmed to worry. We worry with our friends. We worry socially. We worry all over social media. Worrying is one of those things that it just seems like we have to do. If there's something coming up in your life and you're not entirely sure what the outcome will be, you spend a lot of your time worrying about the worst possible outcome, right? And that is just so crazy. It is so absolutely bonkers crazy, especially the part about going out there and worrying in a group with your friends, everyone sharing their worries and piling on their worries and consoling each other for their worries. I think this is just like not one of the best uses of our time. So just to kind of illustrate how crazy this is, I just want to challenge you guys. The next time that you are worrying about something, I just want you to take a step back and try to imagine the best possible outcome instead. Now that feels really weird, doesn't it? That is because we don't spend any time thinking about that stuff. We spend all of our time actually thinking about the opposite of that. So why don't we use our brain to think about how amazing our life could be if everything went our way, how awesome and relaxed we're going to feel, how confident and successful we're going to feel, instead of thinking about how we'll feel ashamed or humiliated or stupid or whatever it is that we're worried about. We always have a choice with our thoughts. And I just want to give you this brief little exercise to just show you how much of a habit worry has become for us as a collective. When you first start to challenge yourself to think just even one happy thought, you will find, for most people will find that there's a lot of resistance. It's almost like we don't even give ourselves permission to think about that stuff until it actually happens. But of course, everything has energy, and your thoughts have energy. So the more time you spend thinking about the worst possible case scenario, the more of your energy you're putting into making that outcome actually happen. This is what I'm talking about from an energetic standpoint. So to balance that out, maybe you can't quit worrying straight out. I just want you to start consciously spending some time thinking about the best possible outcome instead. And I'm not going to lie, this is going to feel weird. It's going to feel self-indulgent. It's going to feel completely crazy. But why not give it a shot? After all the worrying in the world won't actually prevent things from happening to you. It won't actually insulate you from what is going on in the real world, right? You do not have to overplan catastrophes. You do not have to stress yourself out catastrophizing every little thought or decision or unknown possibility in your future. You just don't. You have a choice. And this choice can be an immense relief. So much of the work that I teach about is really just training your brain to think new thoughts and to think in a different way. And that sounds like so basic and maybe even so unnecessary, but trust me, you guys, the way you see the world actually creates your world. So if you can bring some more positivity and lightness and happiness into your everyday routine, you will feel more positive, light, and happy in your life. So it really does all start on the inside. And worrying is a choice. Worrying is optional. It doesn't feel optional. We've all been told that it is not optional. We've all been convinced that the more we worry, the better prepared we will be. And that is just not the case. So my homework for you guys again this week is just to challenge yourself to step out of the worry mentality, even just for a couple of minutes, and just redirect your thoughts to the thing that you want to happen, to the feelings you want to have, to the outcome you want to have. You can be intentional with your thoughts. And worrying is very unintentional. You are actually spending more time thinking about the things you don't want than the things that you do. And when you realize that this really is a choice, when you realize worrying really is optional, you will start to feel like me and think that all of this time and effort and energy we spend worrying and getting together and bitching with our friends about things is just madness. So maybe we can't change the world overnight, but all we can each do is change our own attitudes and our own energy and the way that we view the world. So my challenge to you is that the next time you step on the worry mobile, as we all do, and I do too, even though I know that's logically, just try to put in some thoughts to counterbalance it. Try to think of the positivity. Try to think about just how crazy amazing things may turn out to be. And that is the thing that you want. Remind yourself that that is the thing that you want. Commit to the good things in life instead of doubling down on the bad. And I swear to you, this will just give you so much more lightness and freedom in your day-to-day routine. Training your brain will not change the way the world works. We cannot trick people into doing what we want. Some things are going to happen in life that we don't expect, and that is just life. Nobody gets to get everything that they expect come true. And of course, in hindsight, many of the expectations we create, of course, were not in our best interests after all. But you don't have to suffer in advance. You don't have to spend so much of your time and energy suffering for something that hasn't even happened yet. It really is a ridiculous thing to do. It's a ridiculous habit that we've all developed, and there is another way. So let's jump off the worry machine. Let's get back to imagining the beautiful things in life. And I just swear to you, this is life-changing stuff. It will give you so much joy in your day-to-day routine, and really allow you to connect and live in the moment instead of future projecting and imagining a future that may not ever even come to pass. So those are my thoughts about worrying. I really hope that helps bring some lightness into your life. My name is Jen. I run a blog called The Aligned Life. Come on over and check it out. I am a life coach, and I've got a ton of articles about personal development and the law of attraction. And if you sign up for updates, you can come on over and get my free Law of Attraction intention setting audio that you can listen to every day to help bring your intentions into your daily routine. So come on over, sign up for updates, and I'll send that to you for free along with a bunch of other goodies. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you want to hear more, please hit that subscribe button, and I will be back here soon with another video. So until then, just remember, get ready for the miracle. Namaste.